I got a story for you about some ridiculous rack redemption. Searching for a long time for Mesa 295, at least a long time for one that was reasonably priced. There were a few more that are out there, but they were at a price that even a crazy guy like me wouldn't do. So I took a chance. Found a 295 on eBay. It was a 4 parts not working repair type of deal, but at a price I couldn't turn down. So bought that and bought this. This is what it ends up. So this guy didn't come to me as nicely looking as it is right here. In fact, the ad I think had pictures that were kind of old. But it was packed moderately well. Well enough that one of these ears here broke off, one of the ends, snapped off the screw. Luckily, I was able to go source another screw, but you know, a little bit of a ding in the works there. Other thing is, when I took this thing apart, and I'll show you pictures here. When I took it apart, it was filthy. I think this thing was in storage for a while. I think it was in storage in a humid place for a while, and it has definitely taken a couple of shots because the chassis is a little bit bent in a couple places. All right, so I've got the 295 on the bench. Gonna get them cleaned up, see what kind of damage I'm dealing with here, and see if what I can do to resurrect them, because 295s are legendary, awesome amps, and this one does not deserve to be put into the scrap heap. So I pulled this guy off. I did some cleaning already. This is not the way it looked. And then what I did is I went and tested all the tubes. All the tubes tested good, at least. So the way the 295 works is you've got a set of EL34s and a set of 606s per each channel. So you're getting 2 different tube flavors. Your output transformers, your power transformer, and I believe these are chokes, and that's what these guys are meant for. Ugh, there's still some residue here. So let's flip this guy over and let's power him up and see if we get anything. You can see there's some damage here. This transformer is kind of at an angle. So I would imagine this guy took a major hit somewhere in his lifespan. But let's flip him and see what we got. Giant fan. And here's the other side. Luckily, or unluckily, this thing didn't come with a bottom plate. Luckily, lying around in my shop, I have this wonderful black plate, and look at how it fits perfectly. Nope, I'm shaking the bench. So I'm not going to worry about the lack of a plate in the back. This is actually from another project that I'm going to be building. That's better. All right, so I'm going to plug into my Variac here, turn the voltage down, and then I'm going to go ahead and slowly bring the voltage up. So right now we're at 0, and I'm also going to set up a meter. So I want to watch the voltage come up on this guy. So I got a Fluke 70. It's standard run-of-the-mill, decent meter. All right, so we've got voltage going into the transformer. Let's see if there's got anything coming out of the transformer. The red is going to be right here, red and red. That's your primary voltage, your secondary tap on your transformer. And then the red and yellow is the center tap going through the bottom here. So looks like we got a full wave bridge right here. I'm going to measure the voltage red and red, and we should have something pretty decent on there. I'm going to say that's good. Let me move this, looks like a varistor, out of the way. Let me get to the other side. All right, so I'm making contact over there. And I'm making contact on this side of the red. So I'm on both sides of the red. Let me crank this guy up and see if there's any type of movement. Got nothing. We got nothing. All right, so what I am going to say is we've got a bad output transformer. Sorry, bad power transformer. We're definitely getting voltage in. That's for sure. So over here to this black wire, this is white wire right here. I'm feeding with 55 volts right now, but we're getting Zippo on the output. So even to the center tap, let's just do the center tap. I'm getting Zippo. So I think it's pretty safe to say that this transformer is toast. Luckily, Mesa was good about using off-the-shelf or somewhat off-the-shelf parts and using them in multiple amps at the same time. So you're gonna find this incredible, but I had a senior project in junior college, and that senior project was gonna be, I chose to build a Mesa Boogie Bass 400 bass amp. Yeah, big behemoth bass amp, 400 watts, and definitely plenty of power. And in my research, I found the transformers that was used on the 295 was also used on a bunch of other stuff, which included Mesa 400 bass amp. So this guy's been sitting in my storage for, I don't know, geez, 25 years, 26 years. Let's see. Something along those lines, 25, 26 years. In project form, because I never got around to actually finishing that project. But everything that I read online is these are identical, and this is a brand new transformer. I bought this from a local music shop that doesn't exist anymore, called Guitar. Used to be on Ventura Boulevard here in the San Fernando Valley. The good news is that that investment 25, 26 years ago is actually going to pay off in that I have the exact part that I need to fix this thing. So let's start taking them apart and see what happens. Oh, Jesus. Oh, massive iron. Let's do the heater test again. I want to see what's going down on the heater side. We got a volt. Oh my God, we have life. 2 volts. All right, so as I increase the voltage, we're getting power to the heater. All right, so transformer is working. We're about 60 volts on the high side. Let me take a look at some of the secondaries now. Low power supply. So if I'm right, we're gonna have something on the secondary right here. 32 volts, like it, all right. And we got a 97 volts. All right, so transformer is stepping it up. We're at 480 coming out of the rectifier and being filtered by the filter caps. So we got some voltage coming in. I'm liking this. God, this is great for unbelievable for a 20-plus-year-old transformer sitting in my storage for all those years. 6.5. Yeah, I think we're good. All right. I'm going to flip this guy over. There's some tubes in it, and we're going to see how she behaves with that scenario. But, all right, I'm going to spare you guys the more geeky, techie details that are over there on the bench over there. Cliff Notes version. Put the tubes into the amp, ran a test tone through my signal generator into the amp, got a tone out the other end, and my test speaker. So did a little more testing, brought it over to my amp over here, ran grabbed a preamp, ran it through real quick, made sure everything sounded decent, and was happy. Put it into the rack. It's down there in the bottom in my Mesa area. And now we're going to do an official test. So to do an official test, I brought out the wheel of rack destiny. Let's see who we got. Oh, we just missed the Mac 4. I really wanted you guys to see the Mac 4. We got the Spitfire, the LAG Spitfire. Man, do we really want to do the Spitfire? would make an interesting video, because you guys have probably never heard that, unless you're in France. You know what? We'll give it a shot. All right, so quick primer on the LAG or LAG Spitfire. Single channel preamp, made in Europe. I converted it to US voltage when I got it here in the States. 2 channels. Channel 1 is your clean, which is your volume and tone controls. There is a channel select that gets you over to the overdrive channel. That is your gain, your bass, your treble, your volume, and then there's an overall master volume on the other side. Single input, single output in the back. Pretty straightforward. Claim to fame on this guy is that it was reportedly designed by Reinhold Bogner. So Crunch channel sounds a lot like Bogner's Crunch channel. Basically going to play it through, you know, single humbucker, a Fueyu, Motor City, a Fueyu pickup, Warmouth build. Got my divided by 13 with my greenbacks and my V30s. A bunch of mics on it, and just play some riffs, test it out, and hopefully it'll sound good. Definitely works. So she's definitely working. 295 sounds good. I'm gonna leave you with one more riff and add a little effects this time. Something like that. Anyway, thanks for watching. This was kind of a fun one because I got to take something that was a little bit of a gamble, made it work, and sounds good. So now I got another classic in the rack here. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.